Hey everyone, I just got done with a live on my Instagram. This video is very important that everybody hears. It's going around, people are finding out about it. We're going to be talking about the SAFE project. We've all been questioning why the Palm Beach County School Board followed one emergency rule on quarantines from the state surgeon general, but did not budge on the mask. So I am going to read a little bit of information that just came out today. So I'm going to give this some time for people to jump on. And do me a favor, if you're watching this video, if you live in Palm Beach County, if you live in the state of Florida, this is information that's going to impact everybody. So share this out. If you can, share it in the Unmasked group, share it in Palm Beach Patriots, share it in all of those groups. If we can get everybody on this, the more the better, because we can get this information out to everybody. Let me see if I can invite people on. Can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I want to get this information out. It is in regards to the SAFE project. Let me see if I can. Okay. I shared this out so I can get more people on, and sorry for the darkness. I guess we are like vampires here. So I saw in a chat that the U.S. Department of Education just granted Alachua County a grant, and in that grant, they were given $147,000. And because they were approved, it was given to them basically because they had universal masking and they were defying the state laws. So I wanted to talk about this information that I kind of went down a small rabbit hole. I haven't uncovered all of it yet, but I'm sharing this so that more people can go down this rabbit hole as well, so we can uncover the corruption and the things that are happening. Obviously, we know that I'm going to be nice. The individual that is in the White House, the fraud that is in the White House, he is encouraging and incentivizing these rogue school boards. So many of you know that he went full dictatorship a couple Thursdays ago, and he was talking about mandates. Well, in that White House briefing that is on their website, it talks about providing additional funding to school districts for safe school reopening, including backfilling salaries and other funding withheld by states for implementing COVID safety measures. So on the White House COVID plan, it states this. It says the American Rescue Plan provides $130 billion to the states, school districts, and tribes to support the safe reopening of schools. This is why our school boards are so like emboldened to do these tyrannical things and go against our Bill of Rights, to go against our rights as citizens to be able to breathe fresh air. So I found this on the White House COVID plan, and then I did a little bit more digging and I came across the U.S. Department of Education awards the Project Safe funds to Florida districts following state-imposed penalty for implementing COVID-19 safety measures. So it says, this just came out today, September 23rd, 2021. It states, today the U.S. Department of Education awarded the school board of Alachua County $147,000 in funding under the new project to support America's families and education. It's called Project Safe. It says this is the first award under Project SAFE, and funding will support the Florida School District's efforts to protect students as they return to safe in-person learning despite the state's actions to prohibit implementation of strategies to limit the spread of COVID-19. So this is just a small portion of it. I'll share the link in the comments after this video is over. I went a little bit further and I went into the Project Safe webpage, right? On this webpage, it says Office of Elementary and Secondary Education. It says the project to support America's families and educators, Project Safe. This here on the website states there's application information, there's eligibility, and there's legislation. Under eligibility, when I clicked it, this is what it states. In order to be eligible for these grants that Alachua County just got, it states an LEE is eligible for Project Safe if it has adopted a policy to implement and is implementing one or more of the following strategies as recommended in the CDC's most recent guidance for COVID-19 prevention in K through 12 schools as may be adopted. The most recent guidance incorporates the following strategies. And this list breaks down exactly what the school boards need to do in order to be eligible for these fundings and grants from the federal government. It states promoting vaccination, consistent and correct mask use, physical distancing, screening, testing to promptly identify cases, clusters, and outbreaks, ventilation, hand washing and respiratory etiquette, staying home when sick and getting tested, contact tracing in combination with isolation and quarantine, and cleaning and disinfection. Those are their requirements to be eligible. So no wonder why last night the school board decided to ignore the mask mandate and the opt-out option that is available for parents to not have to muzzle their children because they're getting emboldened and they're getting encouraged and they're getting incentivized by the federal government and by the freaking Department of Education in the state, in the country. Guys, these are the things that are happening. The reason why we are fighting a battle that we are taking one step forward and they're taking 10 and we're having to take 20 back is because they are way ahead of us. They're encouraging, they're incentivizing these school boards to do these unlawful things. And Alachua County was the first one as of today to be granted money, $147,000 of the $130 billion that is set aside to fund these schools. I'm telling you right now, your children are political pawns. They are using your child. Your child to them is a dollar sign. I hate that I have to say this. I hate that this is our reality. But children in the public school system are just a dollar sign. They do not care about the child being well educated. Right now, everything is about safety. Everything is about social and emotional learning. Friends, social and emotional learning is bull. It is a communist Marxist ideology. That is what it is. And they're pushing it through our public school systems. And they're using our children as the pawns for this agenda. We've heard it time and time again from Jen Psaki and from I won't even say his name because I cannot stand that this man is in our White House. They are, in fact, pushing an agenda, and our children are a part of that agenda. If that does not enrage you to pull your children out, I don't know what else can. As of last night, it showed that it did not matter if we continue to send our kids to school, we continue to get arrested, we continue to harass these schools. Yes, we're going to fight, but we need to do it better than them. We need to be 100 steps ahead of them. We need to collaborate with each other. We need to unite our communities together so that we can overrun these school boards and build them from the ground up. We cannot allow these rogue people that are using our children as dollar signs anymore. We can't. Guys, if that means becoming a candidate for the school board seats, if that means doing everything you can to research on how you can do a recall in your county, we need to become a little bot army that we're going out and we're finding out this information and we're cross-linking it and we're sharing it with each other. I've been asking who's louder than the constituents, right? And that's the thing. Guys, we're not fighting against a mob that is fearful parents. No, we're fighting against the man in the White House, the federal government. That's who we're up against. We're up against the most corrupt people in our nation. I know that this might sound radical to people, and I have children and a family to protect, but I'll tell you this. It is so important that we stand up and we do what is right to protect our freedoms in America. We are up against we're up against an evil, corrupt people. But I'll tell you this, I'm not fearful. I'm not scared of them. I will continue to do what is right and moral because that is what we are supposed to do. That is why we were put on this earth. We were to be vessels for God and for the kingdom. And what is happening in our world around us is evil and is corrupt and is not of the kingdom. And I will stand boldly against every evil giant in this country. I do not care. I will call out their hypocrisy time and time again because they are evil and evil does not win. We prevail in the end. We win in the end. That is why I am fearless. That is why I am bold and that is why I'm strong. And I want you guys to understand that we can do this together. So I wanted to share this information. Sorry for going on a tangent there at the end. But U.S. Department of Education, I'll share the links in this live once I finish. The Project Safe, all of the links that I found, I'm going to share it. We got to start researching on how we can fight back against this. We need to start filing civil lawsuits against the school board for taking away our constitutional rights. There was parents that were denied entry into the school board meeting last night. There were people that were standing in the rain. If they really cared about our safety and our health, do you think they would make us stay out in the rain when there's lightning? And, what happens when you get wet? What did our mother used to say? We need to dry off and not stay in wet clothes in the AC because we're going to get sick. Well, that didn't happen last night. They left us in the rain while they were inside in their little cushy chairs. Guys, we have to equip ourselves with this information. So I'm going to end this live. I'm going to share all this links in my page. We need to do some digging. We need to do a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act. We need to find out how much money, or this is what we need to find out. Did they submit this application? Did they submit an application to this Project Safe? Did they submit an application? I want to physically see this document. I want to find out if we submitted a document to the Department of Education requesting for a grant. That should be the call to action. We need to find out if there is in fact an application that has been sent out from the Palm Beach County School Board to the Department of Education requesting money. That's what we need to find out. So, guys, I'm going to end this. I'm going to share all these links, share this out. This is super important information. We have to keep ticking away at them. It's going to take some time, but let me tell you this, we are victorious in the end. We prevail. We prevail. Okay, perfect. So after this ends, post your link in the comments so everybody can see it. I love you guys. Be blessed. We'll chat later.